Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I just made a video a minute ago regarding the Ukrainian army being or the risk of the Ukrainian army being surrounded by the Russian army from two positions, from the Sumy Oblast and from Zaporozhye Oblast. The Ukrainians reported that actually the Russians prepared these two groups to break through and to encircle the Ukrainian army, and they're very concerned about it. In the meantime, the Ukrainians are just hitting Russian bases, are shelling Russian bases in the south. So this article comes from Ukrainska Pravda and it's from November 4th, 2022. Ukrainian armed forces hit Russian bases and logistical facilities in south. So the Ukrainian military carried out 167 firing missions at base points, logistics facilities and transport arteries in the temporarily occupied territories on the south defense lines. So 167 firing missions, logistics facilities, no civilians, nothing like that. This is reported by the South Operational Command of Ukraine. And I'm quoting, "The enemy is quite persistently using unmanned reconnaissance aerial vehicles to verify the position of our troops and adjust their artillery fire." Details: Ukrainian Air Force made 4 strikes targeting air defense systems and a concentration of Russian military equipment, namely a covered hangar. It says that missile and artillery units of the armed forces of Ukraine completed 167 firing missions targeting base points, logistics facilities and transport arteries. The Russian losses amounted to 32 invaders, a tank and another 9 units of armored vehicles. 2 ammunition depots in Bashtanka district near Shihurivka were destroyed. The operation of grain corridors in the Black Sea carriers on according to the plan of the Istanbul Coordination Center. The ship group of the Russian fleet consists of 7 warships. This number does not include a single combat-ready missile carrier at the moment. So they have 7 warships over there, making sure that everything is under control. Well, not much information from the Ukrainians, and when they say, well, we had 167 or how many they said they had firings and so on, and then they say, well, we destroyed this. And the fact is that they are still blowing up stuff. And not only that, but when you go into their into the Ukrainian sites and try to figure out, okay, let me read you a few titles here so you can see how many successes they have. We can start with the new Voice of Ukraine, where it says that Ukraine reportedly destroys enemy outpost in Kherson Oblast. Then it says that toughest battles in Ukraine in the east of the country, says armed forces. Well, whereas in the west, I guess. It says Russian occupiers launched S-300 missile attack on Mykolaiv overnight. Then you have Russians launch almost 70 missiles, 30 suicide drones across Ukraine in 1 week. They say here that Russia deploying barrier troops, blocking units to stamp down on desertion in Ukraine. Yeah, they used that little order of Stalin, supposedly. They tried to draw parallels between Stalin and Putin and Hitler, therefore Stalin and Hitler were the same and all that. And supposedly if you want to go back and you don't want to fight, you get shot by the ones behind you. There was such an order, and I don't think it's the only army who had this kind of order. But anyway, it doesn't make it a good order anyway. Maybe efficient, but So Russian occupiers launched S-300 missile attack on Mykolaiv overnight. Then let's see what else is here, because they have all kind around 30 settlements affected by Russian shelling over past 24 hours, say General Staff. Ukraine repels multiple Russian attacks on Eastern Front. So that means those guys are trying to advance, or just if you repel, yeah. And it says that Ukraine has the right to retaliate against missile strikes from Belarus. I think it has, given the fact that if you get, you know, shot from another house, your neighbor's house, and you're in a war with your other neighbor, and he shoots from your neighbor's house, from the other neighbor's house, I think you just can retaliate. I don't think that's something that is not logical. So the war goes on over there, and I'm still waiting for that development, where it was an Ukrainian general reporting that the Russian army, there's two powerful groups, one in Sumy Oblast and one in Zaporozhye, who might break through. And that's why, he claims, the Russians might have retreated, and to draw the Ukrainian army in so they can break and encircle them. Well, I don't know. We're going to find out, and I'm very curious to see that. Not happening, but whatever happens. I like this kind of developments, tactical developments, and military strategy. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.